Okay. Uh,
हम गुरुजी प्रणाम।
प्रणाम सर।
प्रणाम to नमस्ते सभी लोगों को प्रणाम नमस्ते to all of you. I notice Devdas ji. I notice Colonel Upadhyaya, Chakravarti brothers. Krishna
Father's Day, Guruji.
is there. Krishna is Krishna. How are you health wise? You talk to me tomorrow, Krishna, evening time. I will talk to you. I see Apostolos, I see
Okay, Baba.
Venkatji,
Sure, Baba.
people from Europe also. Let's let me say what I want to tell all of you. Today, I thought to talk to you on the topic devotion. It is not something new I am going to tell you, or as I told you that I don't believe in giving lecture because whole day in my classroom I am doing that job. So right now I am not giving any lecture. Rather, what I experience, what I wanted you to experience is the matter of our topic to talk. Devotion is very sensitive. Open dictionary, you find devotion means bhakti, attachment means bhakti, but there is a big difference between attachment and devotion. Attachment to something in this world is not permanent. If I am attached to my father, if I am attached to my mother, if I am attached to my kids, family, friends, society, that attachment is not a permanent. A day will come when attachment will be over, either from your Kriya as taught by Lahiri Baba to us. He never taught that you leave your family, you leave your society, you go to forest, you go in the cave. Honestly tell me, when you fascinate about going to Himalayas, are you the electricity there in the cave? How many of you, with lot of time we complain about roads, most of the time we complain about electricity, most of the time we complain about this and that. But when you go to Himalayas and try to live in a cave, you simply don't imagine how painful. But I tell you, it's my experience. My house, my bed is the best place to do sadhana. And I tell you, home Himalayas, instead of finding out the place for salvation, your heart is a place of salvation. That is a place of Kailash, the mountain, and everything. Dear Kriya ones, devotion is something which we cannot develop. I have nothing, a practice to give you that do this, it will develop your devotion. No. Did you practice for attachment? Of course, no. Of course, no. Did you practice for being jealous? Of course, no. Because jealous, anger, desire, attachment, these are natural things. These are given by nature to us. Same way, devotion which we receive from Guru, from God. We cannot just demand devotion. We cannot just claim ourselves to be an authority to get the devotion. But that devotion comes automatically when you strongly trust in you. Some people perform 144 pranayams a day. Some people perform 12 pranayams a day. And I know that some people perform no pranayam a day. No pranayam means activities I have to perform, lot of commitments I have to follow. But I am not getting time for practicing Kriya and even not able to do 12 pranayams. Remember, if this is the thing, then devotion is not for you. Even not in this life, in many lives, it will not come to you. Because you don't want devotion. You demand, but you actually don't deserve. And you all know the difference between demand and deserve. Make yourself strong enough that one day your Kriya will bring that devotion to you. Whatever situation comes in life, do not mention that situation or do not judge that situation with Kriya. Don't say that I do 144 pranayams every day and how I am falling sick. Don't judge Kriya with worldly things. If you are judging, it means still you are demanding devotion. You are not deserving it. As you know, I try to explain the things with some incidents or stories. So here I am putting a story of a temple who was serving the temple for last 50 years. A night, in his dream, God came and said, tomorrow I am coming to the temple. Priest woke up early in the morning and he told the subordinates, come on, we have to do a lot of things today in the temple because God is coming himself. People did not accept what priest was telling. Even the devotees who were the regular visitors of temple, they thought that he needs to see a psychiatric. His mental level is disbalanced. How can he say God is coming to the temple? Now, what you call these people who are coming temple every day, but they are not believing the priest? Of course, they have not tasted devotion. They have not enjoyed devotion. Although they were coming mandir, although they were going to temple every day. So priest alone himself, along with his subordinates, was cleaning temple, brought flowers, brought so many materials, and it was evening. Nobody came in temple. God did not come in temple. And again, few devotees who were thinking to believe the priest, they also started talking rubbish about the priest, and they all decided to take priest to the doctor next day. Finally, night came. Devotees, they gone home. Priest went in his room, and some subordinate also in the room. Suddenly, mid of the of God, and God said, "Come and meet me. Come and welcome me." And priest immediately woke up his subordinates and said, "Let's go. God has come." Subordinate said, "No, nobody has come. Once again, you have just a minute. Aditya ji, how to cut this phone? Please. Okay, just a minute. Let me. Okay. So, priest said, God has come. Again, subordinate said, "Oh, you have again seen the dream. Again, you started behaving like mad. Nobody has come." And finally, priest decided that there is no such God who had promised me to come in the temple. It was all my mental illusion. It was all my hallucination. I was in fake mode of seeing that God is coming to temple. Actually, now nobody came. Nobody will come. It was all my fake imagination. Next day morning, when priest and his subordinate woke up, they came to the temple campus and they found the golden impression of feet and also the sign of chariot. It means God came. What does this story say? Story simply says, if you don't have that gift of devotion and God comes to you, then you will not able to recognize God. You will not able to recognize peace. Peace is not outside. Peace is not in the mountains of Himalayas. Peace is not in the forest. Peace is very much inside. Inside our mind, inside our prana. As we know, this is the journey of going inside. It is very easy to get a ticket and book a hotel in some hill stations of Himalayas. Of course, you can go there, you can click some pictures, then you can post it on Instagram and Facebook. Just to impress whom? To whom I am impressing with my spirituality? Of course, if my intention is to put all these things and to prove that I am a spiritual person, then my dear, you have not tasted, you have not enjoyed devotion. If I do 1000 pranayams every day, And I keep telling everybody, how many pranayams do you do? How many pranayams? How do you perform the pranayams? And see how I am performing the pranayam. And trying to show superiority to others. It means I have not tasted devotion. I have not enjoyed devotion. You all might have observed when I talk to you, I have nothing as a formal speech, prepared script to share with you. No, I don't believe in. I just believe in talking with you, trying to tell you what my heart says, how much I am worried about your spiritual development, how much I am praying, Baba, to take you away from the journey of body and mind. But some of us are still very much stuck with body and mind issues and looking the solution for it. Remember, there is no solution for body and mind. If there would have been solution, then Panchanan Baba would not have died because of fever. My Guru Baba would not have died because of sugar, diabetes. Lahiri Baba would not have died because of carbuncle. But Ramakrishna Paramahansa would not have died because of cancer. They all proved that journey of spirituality is different and journey of body is different. Spirituality helps us to detach from body. If still you are very much worried about your body, of course if you have any problem and that problem you see it's not curable, talk to me. I will try my best to help you. But only thinking of that problem, that issue, and putting Kriya is the secondary issue, then my dear, it is very clear that you have not tasted devotion, you have not enjoyed devotion. Devotion demands sacrifice. I am not saying that let's sacrifice like Mirabai or sacrifice like Gautam Buddha or sacrifice like Jesus Christ. No, we don't demand it. We are not copying Mirabai, we are not copying Gautam Buddha, we are not copying Jesus Christ, but we are following the path of spirituality as taught by our gurus. Our gurus never advised anyone to leave home, to leave family, and they also did not advise that do show off to your spiritual things. A spiritual journey is more private than private. A spiritual journey is more hidden than something hidden in this world. And without devotion, it is very difficult to continue your spiritual journey. Now question comes that once I am saying that you cannot get devotion by your demand, but you have to show that you are deserving it. Definitely you would ask me a question. How would you be deserving or how would you be eligible to get devotion? Advice is very simple as it was given by my Guru Baba to me. and that is regular practice of Kriya on any cost without keeping any kind of worldly result in the mind. I repeat, practicing Kriya regularly without any excuse will lead your path, and do not keep any worldly desire such as, if I practice this much, if I pray Baba, my enemy would die. If I pray Baba, some court case which is going on will be solved. Baba is not there to solve our worldly desires. You have not initiated, you haven't got Kriya for solving the worldly needs. If you have worldly things to do, I am also having the worldly things to do. So when your and my conditions, worldly conditions are same, then why so much worried? I'm trying to tell you, once Lahiri Baba wrote in his one of the letter to his disciple, that why are you making yourself so much weak? Who can snatch water from you when you get it from rivers? Who can snatch fruits from you when you are getting from trees? Actually, what did he mean? He meant that not to worry. This world is not your property. This hasn't been inherited by my father to me. This world is not my father's or your father's property. This is the property of our Father, God, Mother Nature. So enjoy this world. But at the same time, be very particular when you are sitting and practicing Kriya. I just make you to remember that in my last meeting, I said that when you sit for Kriya, keep one thing in your mind which will teach you detachment. And that is, nobody is mine, nobody belongs to me, I don't belong to anyone. And then by keeping that thought in mind, you perform your Kriya, you will find that your Kriya will give you more effect than any other day you practiced Kriya. Meeting you, talking to you through this Zoom media is just share what my heart feels to talk to you. कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि सांसारिक कार्यों को के पीछे अपने क्रिया संबंधी दायित्वों को भूल जाते हैं. भक्ति या डिवोशन कोई बहुत सस्ती चीज नहीं है. ये किसी बाजार में या किसी साधना से उपलब्ध नहीं होती. भक्ति या डिवोशन तो परमात्मा का उपहार होता है, गिफ्ट होता है. इट्स अ गिफ्ट ऑफ गॉड. We have to prove our eligibility. And I just told you how we can make ourselves eligible for getting the greatest blessings, that is called devotion. In my Kriya practice when I send blessings to all of you, I only pray Baba three things. Three things, only three things for you. And I just honestly commit what three things I demand from Babaji for you all. Jnana dehi, buddhi dehi, vairagya dehi. ज्ञान दीजिए, बुद्धि दीजिए, वैराग्य दीजिए. Give each and every kriyavan wisdom. Give each and every kriyavan the power of discrimination. Give each and every kriyavan the blessings of detachment. And once you have these three, you are eligible for devotion. Then the devotion will come to you automatically. You don't have to think, you don't have to desire, you don't have to find, you don't have to fight for it. I think I made it very clear to all of you. And thank you so much for giving this time. As I promised, I already told Nandan and Ranjan and him that you set up a meeting. I need to talk to family. And it is good that if we take a time once in a month for 20 minutes to half an hour, so you can listen me. And I'm telling you, it's not a lecture that you are listening me. Afterwards, he will definitely issue the recordings, and you will find that whatever I have told you, it's all I practice. It's all I got. So I'm sharing with you. Thank you so much. Today we observed a wonderful day. It's the birth of river Ganga according to mythology. And I'm fortunate that I'm living in a city which is famous for Ganga and Yamuna. And one Ganga is already going on for last 4 days in this part of Allahabad. I mean monsoon. So water is everywhere. But if we are dried and still thirsty of devotion, then please talk about eligibility. अपने को योग्य बनाइए, और ये योग्यता तभी आएगी जब आप नियमित रूप से क्रिया करेंगे, भाव से क्रिया करेंगे और बिना किसी सांसारिक इच्छा के क्रिया करेंगे. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you so much. Ranjan Babu, Luca, and everybody. I cannot just tell all the name because I think the device I'm using, the names are very small. So I don't take any formality. You all are my family. I bless all of you. Namaste. Jai Guru.